that kind of defense.
To halt the run. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Holiday attacking. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Gordon kicks to Holiday. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in and stolen by Butler.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Gordon missing. Bulls trailed by 8. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Dunleavy the best to Rose. Now the feed to Butler. Beyond the arc. That's good. Butler's got 5 now. 6 seconds left here in the second. And Holiday, here we go. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Pelicans lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Without question, Tyreke Evans displaying his skills today.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop it.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Without question, Tyreke Evans displaying his skills today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
So for New Orleans right now, the shot-blocking pair of Davis and Asik inside. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's G in at the 3 spot. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
And it's Gordon missing. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Butler missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Oh, and here comes Rose all alone. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Good. Asik's got 6 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's south side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
And that's Evans penetrating to the inside. Here's Davis. Great defense that time from Noah.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3. Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Holiday dishes to Ajinça. Stolen by Noah. That's a 2 from Butler. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it. And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Rose. The shot no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. There's the lob to the hoop. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Evans with the steal. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Bulls up by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Noah in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Davis kicks to Gordon. Floats one. Rebound by the Bulls. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose with the ball. Evans picks him up.
What a game for Rose. 15 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Pelicans trail by 3. And here's Gordon. Ajinça the pass to Gordon. Gordon with another miss.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. Noah with the block. And that's a foul called an Alexis Ajinça. That is his first foul of the game. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça.
Pelican substitution. Omer Ashik.
Chicago calls timeout. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty. I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. So they take the lead. And that's 12 points for Anthony Davis. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fellas.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
And it's Gordon missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Up the floor. And Ashik sends it back. Wow! And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
That's a 2 from Gordon.
The defense has really gotten into his head a little bit here. He's not playing with any kind of confidence right now.